Welcome to Answers for Living. I'm Pastor Dave, and I'm the pastor of Avondale Presbyterian Church in Avondale, Pennsylvania. And we're looking at what it is that God requires of us. Micah chapter 6, verse 8 says, God requires of us that we do what is right. But don't think that what is right will make your life easy. Sometimes doing what is right will be met with hostility by the crowd and who doesn't want to do what's right. Peter and John found themselves being attacked for doing what God told them to do, and it was right. And even though thousands of people were coming to faith in Jesus Christ, and their enemies became more hostile. People were choosing to follow Christ, the sick were being healed, the demons were being cast out of people. So the religious leaders grabbed the apostles and threw them into jail. And they had to release them because they hadn't done anything wrong. But before they set them free, they subjected Peter and John to a scourging. And we know that victims were often beaten within the inch of their lives. Victims would ultimately bleed to death or die of infection. But I want you to listen to Acts chapter 6, verse 41 to 42. The apostles left the Sanhedrin rejoicing because they had been counted worthy of suffering disgrace for the name. Day after day in the temple court and from house to house, they never stopped teaching and proclaiming the good news of Jesus as the Messiah. Meaning, they kept on doing what was right. Now you say, what about what is right in the 21st century? Well, let me remind you the impact these faithful men had on the whole world. Acts chapter 17, verse 6 says that these men turned the world upside down. Within a few generations, much of the Roman world had been saturated with the gospel. By the time of Constantine, Christianity had become the official religion of the empire. Now, whether that was good or bad, we can see the powerful effects, though, of people doing the right thing. The principles that applied more than 2,000 years ago still apply today. The effect of doing right is no less powerful. But more important, it is what the Lord expects of us who call ourselves Christians. He has a plan, and He's called for us to do our part, and our part is to do what is right.